I'm Zoe Buckstein,
I'm Calendar.
and we're Creative Juices. We chose to interview Coach Darren Erstad because he is a powerful influence not only to the players and personnel of the Nebraska baseball program, but also to the community as a whole. As head coach, he has an enormous amount of responsibility and power. To be a successful leader, he has utilized his position and leadership skills to create an environment that encourages honesty, trust, commitment, and respect. After interviewing Coach Erstad, it is very evident he does possess many of the skills and definitely has the desire to become a successful leader to many.
In question 1, Coach Erstad explained that honesty, openness, and trust are very important values to instill in his players and personnel. As Ferris states in Development of Political Skills, people in high political skill not only know precisely what to do in different social situations, but exactly how to do it with sincere, engaging manner that disguises any ulterior motive and inspires believability, trust, and confidence, and renders the influence attempt successfully. Coach Erstad uses his social skills to build relationships and trust with his players and ultimately manage them through these relationships.
In question 2, he explained how to be efficient. Players and coaches have to be on the same page. Without honesty and openness, true teamwork is nearly impossible. He tries to make each player feel valuable so that he has referent power with everyone. Keeping expectations clear is important in successful leadership.
In question 3, Coach Erstad stated that he likes to deal with conflict head-on. He goes straight to the source of the problem, gets both sides of the story, then as a group they come up with the best course of action to find a solution. Cotter says, strong leadership means creating an environment where built-in conflicts can potentially lead to creative decisions through effective teamwork. Coach Erstad practices this because he turns to the team to find the solution.
In question 4, Coach Erstad states he measures success by the effort and attitude to put forward and how committed they are. He says he evaluates success based on how many times we approach situations with the best mindset. He finds that a quality player or leader is successful in all areas of their lives. This includes academics, personal life, professional life, and social settings. Being a well-rounded leader increases the potential for success, as we have also learned this semester.
In question 5, Coach Erstad thinks that it does not matter if you have all the information in the world. If a student athlete doesn't think you care about them, then it's not going to mean anything. We've learned that building relationships within organizations is important to gain power and respect, and that is exactly what Coach Erstad has done to become such a great leader.
In question 6, Coach Erstad discusses his favorite quotes and the freedom that is to be found in living without needing the applause of others. Applause and encouragement is always helpful, but as a self-motivated worker is something to be desired. When someone is passionate about their position and their work, then they will work harder whether they have the applause of everyone around them.
In the 7th question, Coach Erstad attributes his preparedness to his family and past experiences as a player. He has built a network of strong relationships that have influenced his current position as head coach at Nebraska. We can relate this back to Cotter's text on page 39 where he states, "The power one needs comes of necessity in many forms. It has multiple bases, including ones associated with information or knowledge, good working relationships, personal skills, intelligent agendas for action, resource networks, and good track records."
Question 8 addresses the key ways Coach Erstad handles resistance from players. He focused on the idea of trust and how building trust from both ends, players and coaches, is important when handling resistance and moving forward. He mentions being adaptable and being open to others' perspectives. His ideas are similar to Cotter's on page 43 when he states, "One needs to create a relationship that fits both parties' key needs and styles, and this is characterized by mutual expectations."
In the 9th question, Coach Erstad believes that being an encouraging leader is the most effective. Coercive power should only be used when absolutely necessary to get a point across. Otherwise, it is much more effective and efficient to use constructive criticism and not be negative. Positivity is always more influential and more effective than negative coercive power. According to our readings thus far, Coach Erstad is using the most effective styles of leadership possible.
Overall, we think Coach Erstad personifies many characteristics of a great leader. Through his position as head coach, he has legitimate power. He gained expert power during his professional career and also has many valuable mentors to guide and increase his expertise. It is very apparent that Coach Erstad genuinely cares about the athletes and Nebraska baseball program as a whole. The way he presents himself to the players and mentors them, has allowed him to establish referent power through the strong relationships he has built. This is a quote from Coach Erstad that he lives by every day.
I have two that I live by. One is from Dr. Seuss. You know who Dr. Seuss is?
Yes.
Be who you are and say what you feel, because those who mind don't matter, and those who matter don't mind. Okay?